Imagine a universe where the divine order is shattered. The sacred cities of the gods have been overrun, swallowed by a growing darkness. A demon named Tarakasura has conquered the three worlds, leaving the celestial beings with no means of resistance. Tarakasura's victory wasn't a matter of luck. It was the result of a specific promise he secured from Lord Brahma after thousands of years of extreme penance. The terms of his invincibility were absolute. No man, god, or demon could kill him. The only being capable of ending his life would be the son of Lord Shiva. This created a structural contradiction. Shiva was in deep mourning following the death of his wife, Sati. He had retreated to the most isolated peaks of the Himalayas, cutting himself off from the universe entirely. In this state of total renunciation, Shiva had no interest in the affairs of the gods, and certainly no intention of fathering a child. The gods were trapped. The only one permitted to stop Tarakasura was the son of a deity who no longer acknowledged the world's existence. Seeking a quick resolution, the gods sent Kamadeva, the god of love, to force Shiva out of his meditation. Kamadeva struck Shiva with an arrow made of flowers. For a brief moment, the ascetic's concentration broke, and his eyes opened. The reaction was devastating. Offended by the intrusion, Shiva's third eye opened, releasing a flash of heat that reduced Kamadeva to ashes in an instant. The gods realized that force would never work. If Shiva was to return to the world, it required the slow, rigorous process of tapas, the discipline of extreme spiritual devotion. This great task was taken up by Parvati, the daughter of the mountains, and the reincarnation of Shiva's first wife. She set out to win Shiva's heart by matching his own intensity. Parvati systematically stripped away her physical dependencies. She left her palace, then she stopped eating food, and eventually she stopped eating even the leaves of the trees. Finally, she existed on nothing but the energy of her own focus. Shiva eventually appeared before her in disguise, testing her resolve by mocking his own character. But Parvati's defense of him was so absolute that her devotion could no longer be ignored. Parvati's persistence achieved what Kamadeva's arrow could not. Her spiritual labor brought Shiva back into the world, leading to their divine marriage. The union of Shiva and Parvati produced a surge of energy so brilliant and unstable that no single god could contain it. Agni, the god of fire, was the first to try and carry the spark, but the heat was too intense even for the Lord of Flames. Agni handed the energy over to the river goddess Ganga, who used her cool and highly sacred waters to buffer the extreme intensity of the divine power as she transported it. Ganga carried the energy until she reached a forest of Saravana reeds, where she finally deposited the glowing light among the stalks. Deep within those reeds, the elemental forces of fire and water stabilized, manifesting into the physical form of a child. When the 6 celestial sisters, the Krittikas, found the baby, they all felt an immediate maternal urge to nurse him. To honor each mother equally, the child miraculously manifested 6 distinct faces, allowing all 6 Krittikas to nurse him at the same time. This child was the embodiment of the conditions set by Brahma's Boon, a being born not of a conventional womb, but of the combined forces of pure ascetic energy, the sacred fire, the flowing water, and stable earth. This child did not grow like a typical mortal. Raised by the Krittikas and educated by the sages, he displayed an unmatched wisdom and military genius almost immediately. By the time the gods appointed him their commander, he was already the most formidable warrior in the 3 worlds. As the celestial army approached, Tarakasura looked at their young leader and laughed. He assumed his safety was guaranteed, unable to imagine that a youth could pose a threat to his power. The demon unleashed a barrage of magical weapons, but they were methodically dismantled. The young god's precision was absolute, turning his aggression against him. Finally, Kartikeya hurled the Vel, the divine spear gifted to him by Parvati. It struck Tarakasura directly, ending the demon's life and his reign of terror. Tarakasura's downfall was rooted in his own arrogance. He believed the terms of his invincibility had made him a god, when in reality, those same terms had defined the exact nature of the savior who would eventually defeat him. With the demon gone, the cosmic order was restored. Shiva embraced his son, and the heavens rained flowers to celebrate the victory of righteousness. Today, this divine warrior is worshipped under many names: Kartikeya, Murugan, Skanda, and Subramanya. His influence remains a massive presence in the modern world, particularly in South India, where towering temples stand as evidence of his enduring legacy. The birth of Kartikeya proves that no obstacle is truly permanent. Through the combination of patience, severe discipline, and the gathering of diverse forces, even the most insurmountable challenges can be overcome.